I just told the doctor, I want no more children, like no more. I don't want any more, whatever it is. Just take out my womb. That was what I said. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Solution. I make content around lifestyle and relationship tips. If you're stopping by on my channel for the first time, welcome. Please watch all my videos and don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well. Also turn on the notification bell so that at every time I drop a video, you'll be notified. So guys, today I would like to take you on my motherhood journey, how it all started. As newlyweds, there's this popular saying that I'm going to have my children in the next 2 years. I'm not going to rush. I want to take a break. Like, I want to really enjoy my marriage. I really want to enjoy my husband. We want to go on tour. We want to do this. We want to do that. Unfortunately, that didn't work for me. Yes, I happen to be one of those people that didn't work for. Like God said, no, you gotta have these children right now. Like starting from now. Yeah, I got married in 2015. I had my traditional wedding in March 14, which happened to be my birthday, but we couldn't have a church wedding because my husband was in a different country and I was back in Nigeria, so we had to wait till when I was able to come into South Africa to have a church wedding. But you know Yoruba girls now, you know how it's done. You know that Yoruba, that traditional wedding is actually the main wedding. Yes, so we had our church and we had our traditional and our courts in Nigeria, and then we had our church wedding in July, on July 4th that same year. So fast forward a few weeks after, I also thought I was gonna have like 2 years before I start having children, before I started having children rather. But somehow, your girl did one kind thing, and then the following months, bam, monthly flow was doing somehow. I did some tests and I realized, boom, and then I was pregnant. Aww. Congratulations, yes, congratulations. And then I found out I was pregnant. My husband and I so happy, even though on the side we were like, maybe we could have just waited. A few months after I had my beautiful baby girl in May the following year, we named her Heavenly Joy, dear Koloriolua. Maybe someday I'll be featuring her on this channel because she's the camera ready type. So someday you'll be seeing her face here. Well guys, okay, I started breastfeeding, doing motherhood, and then somehow, I had this, is it laxation or whatever it is that, when you have natural birth, you experience some tears and then you had these stitches and you had to leave it to heal. In fact, at first, because I was so naive as a first-time mom, I was using, was it Dettol, or there's this other liquid like that's like Dettol. I've forgotten the other name. maybe if I have the picture, I might insert the picture in this video, maybe. But I was using it to just clean up there because I was thinking that was what I was supposed to use. As a first-time mom, there are so many funny things we actually did because we didn't know better, and because my mother-in-law was actually around at that time, so just my husband and I, and few herbs that was coming in like that. So I didn't know I was using it, and this thing was not healing. Rather, I don't know what happened until a friend told me, like, how come now you should have gotten over this thing? The way I was sitting, she understood that something was wrong, and she asked me as a lady talk, and then I told her, this is what is happening, that I had stitches and still there. And she was like, what? Since how many months? For like 2 months, thereabouts. As first-time moms. So she just told me, no, don't use that kind of a, I can't even remember the name, maybe Dettol or whatever it is. She told me to stop using it. No, it's not going to heal like that. I should use salt and water. And I was like, what? Just salt and water? How can that work? So I took to her advice, and then I used the solution, the salt and water and warm water solution to clean up for some time, and then boom, I was fine. Like, I was healed. I think I just remember the name, Savlon. Yeah, Savlon. Yeah, Savlon was what I was using. So I used the salt and water, and it was getting better. I could see that, but I had to just still take it easy for some time. So it took me like I think the whole journey of healing and wanting to snap back as soon as possible, because I wanted my tummy to really be flat. Like, you know, I'm one of those ladies that I felt like, okay, even if I have 10 children, you must not see me and say, she already has 10 children. No. I was exercising, doing all manner of sit-up. My husband was taking me through that journey because I wanted to snap back, like I said, on time. Yes. So it took me like, I think it took me like 4 months, but before we even tried anything, like it took me like 4 months before, because I was kind of scared, you know, and every time we tried to do, I was always scared because the place was still a little bit sore, you understand? Let's not go into detail. If you're not a man, if you're not a woman rather on this channel, hey, just close your hair. Don't come and listen to something that will corrupt your hair today. Exactly like 4 months after, we decided to try the do. We decided to go into the business, and then we did it. Don't forget I told you I was on family planning. And then after we did the do, then one day during my exercise, I felt one sharp pain, like on one side of my tummy, and then I realized I couldn't go on with exercise. I just got up and I said no. But the pain was continuous, and it was kind of happening over and over. Like I felt like, okay, this thing is just more than normal tummy ache. What is happening with me? Okay. In fact, there was even one day I joked. I told my husband, yes, I said, wait. Because you know, I'm that kind of person that loves twins. I love twins. My mom is twin. Like I love twins, and I've always told God I wanted a twin baby. Like I wanted twins. I wanted twins. I've been saying it from only God knows. Maybe when I was a kid, like I've always desired it. And people always say, hey, if you like twins, those are the people that don't even have twins. I don't know how it works, but let's go back into the story. So when the sharp pain kept on happening over and over again, I felt like there's something wrong. Maybe I need to see a doctor. Even though there were times I felt like, oh, is there still a baby somewhere? Because the place was actually hard. I could feel like it was hard. So, but you know, because I was on family planning, I felt like there was no cause for alarm. So there's nothing. I was also breastfeeding. Until I went to the hospital to do a test, and then I got a shock of my life. Like, I was pregnant.
What? Hold up, wait a minute. Wow.
How can I be pregnant when I have 4 months going to 5 months old baby, breastfeeding, and on family planning? Does that happen? I don't know. I will be another victim of that again. You know, like I said before, I was one of those ladies that would say, okay, I'm going to spend like 2 years before I start having children, but God said no. And then again, pregnant again, just a few months. And then I was like, no, I'm not sure I can do this. My baby is still very young, like 4 going to 5. I can't do this. I told my husband point blank, like, I can't do this. I can't deal with. Like, how will I do it? How? Even the baby, even taking care of the baby alone is a work on its own. How do I do that? How do I manage being a pregnant mom and then having a baby who is even under 1? To me, that news was kind of devastating, even though to some people they will feel like, but it's a good thing. Yes, it's a good thing. It was a good thing to actually hear, but you know, being a mom abroad, it's not easy when you don't have the mothers with you, because one way or another my mother couldn't come in because of visa issue, and I had to just do it all alone with my husband. So in fact, let me tell you the truth, I actually didn't believe the doctor. I went home. When we were going, I stopped by a pharmacy. I got a test strip, and then I did it the following morning, and in fact I couldn't sleep all night because I was so into doing this thing, and I was hoping that I'm praying in my mind like this thing will be negative. Like I was really praying for that miracle. If at one time I prayed for that miracle, that moment, but in the morning when I did it, this thing was looking me right in my eyes like this, like my face, like we are here. And then I cried like, my baby's too young. How can I go through this? It's not easy as a mom, no help. Like, can I actually go through this journey of being a pregnant mom, still raising a kid under 1 year old? And then I summoned courage and told my husband, like, I'm not sure I can do this. Forget the idea of my mom coming over or his mom coming over. I don't think I want to keep this baby. I don't think I'm ready. Like, my body's not ready. So let's just see who to talk to, doctors to talk to, and then just get rid of this thing. Yes. If there's one sin, I know I tried to. That was one sin. I know I committed. Like, thinking to go and do it. And then I spoke to, remember I told you I had a friend who was a nurse back then. So I talked to her, like, can your doctor help me do this, do that? And she was like, oh, it's a good news. Keep the baby. Do this. And I'm like, hey, will you be the one to come and be resuming my house 9 to 5 to come and take care of the baby? Let me just, at least it's still early. Maybe the pain will not be too much, or I don't know, whatever it is they're going to do, you know. I'm based in South Africa, like I said, so it's something that's, it's not new. Then she told me she was going to talk to her doctor, and then she talked to her doctor. Fast forward to when she talked to the doctor, she came back to me and she told me the doctor said he would like to see me. I'm like, why would the doctor want to see me? My friend, send me what you want to send me. Let me just use and just be fine. Yes, that was what I felt. I told her point blank, like, just send me what you want to send me and then let me be fine. And then she insisted that the doctor said no, that I needed to see some things, needed to do this. I'm like, this thing is still early. I just got to know that, okay, I'm a baby, I'm breastfeeding, I'm doing this. So even if the pregnancy was actually real, maybe it's just 1 week. That was what I was assuming in my head. And then we fixed the dates, we booked an appointment with the doctor, we left, we went to the doctor's place. And then we went to the doctor's place. And then he told me to lie on the bed. I did. He put the sonar machine, the sonar equipment, and then put it on my tummy to check. He asked me why I'm choosing to get rid of the pregnancy. And then I explained, and he was like, no, that's not the best solution that he feels, because what he's looking at on the screen is a twin. I was like, what? Twins? Yes, they said yes. Like, so why would I want to get rid of twins? I was like, God. Wow. Why would you give me this kind of a blessing at this moment? Why? Twins, baby. Like, twins. Who will want to get rid of twins? Who will want to say no to having the twins? I just said it to myself, like, well, I give up. There's nothing I can do anymore. At this time, at this stage, there is nothing I can do anymore. I just have to have these children. I just have to have these children. To me, it wasn't really something that was easy for me to actually conclude on or settle with, to continue that journey. But you know, one thing is, when you have God first, you have a good partner, you have a good husband, even when it's like it's difficult, the journey will somehow you will scale through. To the glory of God, I'm blessed with a beautiful twins, a boy and a girl, Ariel and Xavier. Today when I look at them, I'm happy that I didn't go ahead to I wasn't really strong-headed to go ahead and forcefully get rid of their pregnancy. Yeah, the journey, if you ask me, has not been rosy, because it's not easy. Actually, in fact, I gave birth to the twins as well, same May, the following year as well. So all my three children, I have all of them in same month, same May. So anytime we want to celebrate birthday, we do it at once. There's nothing like one person celebrates 1 month, another one celebrates in another month. Yes. So thank God for that. And today, I just want to say thank you, God, for choosing to keep those children, for not being stubborn and going ahead to go and get rid of their pregnancy. Because another doctor would have also sent me something and say, just take and you'll be fine. Especially because as a nursing mother, you should be fine. Guys, let me even ask this question. Is it actually, okay, I don't know if I should still go ahead and ask it. Have you really experienced being pregnant while breastfeeding? Like, and even on family planning? Like, did you also experience that? Because I feel like this actually happens to like 5 out of hundreds of women out there, and somehow I happen to be one of them. Now again, another thing happened after I had the twins. few months after, I started having similar pain. Guys, I started having similar pain again in a particular part of my tummy, and it was so hard. And because when I had the twins, I had them through cesarean operation, and it took a while for me to really heal. Plus the fact that when I had my first daughter, I wasn't really that far into fully healed when I had the twins, when I conceived the twins pregnancy. So when I had that pain again, I felt like, what is this again? Is this another baby? And I was like, in fact, I even told my husband, like, let God not just try all this stunt with me. Like, he blessed me with one at first, topped it up with two. If another one happened, then it's going to be triplets, because it's like I'm beginning to understand how God wants to operate in that way. And I was like, okay, I need to quickly go to the hospital, because if it's anything this time, nobody's telling me anything. This time, I don't even know if I was even ready to even actually go through that journey again, or probably now give the child hope or the children hope for adoption. I don't know, but I just knew that I wasn't ready to go through any of that journey again. In fact, guys, I didn't even tell you, I forgot to tell you, when I had the twins, when I wanted to go into theater for the delivery, I remember I filled the form and I told the doctor, I specifically told the doctor that, doctor, I no longer want babies, I'm blessed already. Because when I realized the twins, at that early stage, I realized they were twins, even though I didn't know they were going to be a boy or a girl at that early stage until their delivery. I just told the doctor, I want no more children, like no more. I don't want any more, whatever it is. Just take out my womb. That was what I said. In fact, I did it before I told my husband, like, and then the doctor said, are you really sure? Are you this? How old are you? I told the doctor, what else do I want? I'm blessed. Like, what else do I want? But the doctor said, okay, he's not going to take out my womb. He was just going to sterilize me. And like, should I reconsider in future and I still want to do more? Like, it would be easy for me to go and work on it. And like, I'm like, I really was 100% in agreement with it, but I just said, okay, it's fine. At least so far, I'm not going to be using one family planning again and be watching my back, like, especially when my monthly food is doing somehow, and I'm like, am I pregnant again? I didn't want that headache at all. So I just said, okay, it's fine. So he did a sterilization when I had the twins. During the delivery, he did it. And after the delivery, I went back 6 weeks after to confirm, hey Joe, is this thing done? I just want to be sure. I decided to still go on a family planning as well, so that there won't be any other surprise, like triplet knocking on the door. So after a few months, I started feeling that sharp pain again. I said, okay, it's like God wants to try one thing with me. Let me just go to the hospital on time. I went to the hospital because I was having serious cramps, serious pain all over. And then I went to the hospital for this checkup, and then I had this pap smear, I had blood test, and then there was this final one. I think it was during the pap smear that thing was discovered that there's something in this lady. And then they told me to wait, or do I want to go home to for me to receive my test? I said, no, I want to know the outcome of the test. I waited. It was a long day, but I waited to see the head doctor, and then the head doctor checked and was like, what is this? What is this? She was just like, what is this? What is this? How old are you? All manner of questions. I answered. I was already like, hey, God. In my mind, I was just telling God, like, I was just discussing this thing in my mind, like, God, don't just try this thing with me, please. I'm not just ready. Don't test me with this again, please. Because even though the doctor was actually going through the results and all manner of things, and then at the time she couldn't help, she said, okay, lie on the bed again. And I was like, hey, if you get to this stage of lying on the bed, then something is wrong. And then she brought out some equipment again and then plugged it to the screen, and then she checked me, and then she said, look at it. I was like, what? She said, how many children do you have? Are you a mother already? I told her 3. She said, you have 3? So how come? I was like, how come what? She said, well, what she's seeing is ovarian cysts. There are multiple cysts in you, and on a normal day, this amount of cysts will really delay some women from having babies. And I was like, cyst? Like, what is cyst like? Because I really had no knowledge of it back then. So I asked that question, like, for her to just explain to me, is it life-threatening? Is it this? Is it that? So she explained to me this called PCOS, polycystic ovarian, whatever it is. I'm going to just insert it. I don't put that in my head. It's so rare in women who experience it to have children, like they have difficulty in conceiving. And I was like, how come? I have 3. And she was like, yes, the amount of the cyst she's even saying is like, it's been there for some time. Like, it's not something that actually happened maybe when I had even the twins that I told her I had, because she asked me when I had my last babies and I told her, and she was like, no, this didn't start growing as at that time. Like, it happened before then. I was like, wow, this God is just awesome. So it means that when I was going through that exercise, remember guys, when I said I was exercising when I had my first daughter, it means that thing was actually there, and God still blessed me with those set of twins. Like, hey, answered prayer. Like I said, I wanted twins. I've been, in fact, when I had my twins and people heard, they were like, what? Tolu has twins. People who also call me, she was like, she has twins. Like, this girl, she's been saying she's been saying all her life that she wants twins, and now she has it. Like, back to the doctor, and then I asked the doctor, what can I do? Like, is it really life-threatening? Is it a life-threatening disease? Like, what can I do? How can I work on it? How can I get better? And then she gave me some medication and told me to start taking and exercising. Oh, guys, I hope I'm not boring you with my story. And see, if you haven't subscribed, now is the best time to subscribe. Just subscribe to my channel, please, I'm begging you. So she gave me some medication, and then I started taking and all that. And since then, I'm sure some people will be like, you could have also gone for surgery. Yes. I wanted to go for surgery to take the cyst out when it was becoming so alarming, like, and then it got to that stage I felt like, no, it's high time to actually see a doctor. This thing needs to be taken out. Like, I think I'm ready for it, because I was actually scared of another surgery. You know, I had surgery with the twins. It was my first time and it took me a while to heal, so I was scared. I was skeptical about it, but it got to that stage. I realized it's high time I just do something to this thing. So I went to the hospital to do it, to see what can be done, when I can be booked for surgery. And then when I go to the hospital, guys, if you haven't watched my video on the public healthcare system, I think it's high time to watch it. I will link it up somewhere in this video. So please, guys, just watch that video. I'm sure you will understand better when you watch that video. I went to the hospital to discuss with the doctor to see what can be done as regards the cyst, because my tummy was already getting like bigger and people were already asking me questions, is she pregnant again? But I couldn't be telling anybody I was pregnant or I was not pregnant. This is what I was going through. To close friends, I confided in them, this is what is happening. In fact, some of them were even the one who told me now is the best time to actually get rid of this thing before it's too big and there'll be a problem during the surgery. So when I got to the hospital to go through necessary tests, and then something else was discovered. My point is, guys, if there's anything you desire as a lady, if there's anything you ever want as a lady, especially things that has to do with marital life, please start confessing it even before you get married and start working towards it. That is number one. Number two, please, if you're getting married, please do necessary tests. When I mean necessary tests, do medical tests to check up yourself to know you're fine. PCOS is not a problem, but PCOS is a big deal to some people because up till now, they still find it difficult to conceive. Some people have been able to work their way around it, God has helped them, but some people don't even know they have this PCOS. So awareness is always good. I just want to thank God for helping me through that journey. Maybe it's been there before I even got married and I didn't even know, but you know, I didn't know, but I knew better later, because up till now, I still manage the cyst because of my other health challenge that I have, and I needed to first of all sort that out. Until that is sorted, I might not be able to do a surgery on the cyst. If you want to see more of this kind of videos, guys, please indicate in the comment section below, and I'll be so glad to make more for you guys. You guys are the ones always supporting me, showing me love. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that every time I drop a video, you will be notified. Yes, guys, you can call me Yavich, you can call me Shil, you can call me Tori. Till I see you guys in my next video. Bye for now, guys.